Welcome to the story of Hanukkah with Miss Jana.
The story of Hanukkah happened a long, long time ago in the land of Judea. At the time, the Holy Temple in Jerusalem was the most special place for the Jewish people. The temple contained many beautiful objects, including a tall golden menorah, and it may have looked something like this. But unlike menorahs of today, this one had 7 rather than 9 branches. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it was lit not by candles, which we have here. And you may use those in your Hanukkah for Hanukkah. And it wasn't lit by light bulbs either, but by oil. And they would have poured it right out of a jug like this. Now, the oil would be poured into cups that sat on the top of the menorah, and the temple would glow with shimmering light. At the time of the Hanukkah story, a cruel, mean king named Antiochus ruled over the land of Judea. "I don't like the Jewish people," declared Antiochus. "They are so different from me. I don't celebrate Shabbat or read from the Torah, so why should they?" And Antiochus sent out a decree to the Jewish people to stop being Jewish and to pray to Greek gods. And this is a picture of one of the Greek gods named Zeus. Now, this is what his decree said. Jewish people, no reading Torah, no Shabbat, no going to temple, and you must bow down to idols. Now, no, said the Jewish people. "We can't do that." And that made Antiochus very angry. So he sent his guards to ransack the temple. They brought mud and garbage into the temple. They broke furniture, they tore curtains, and they smashed the jars of oil that were used to light the menorah. Oh my goodness. They were gone, destroyed. And this made the Jews even angrier. One Jew named Judah Maccabee cried out, "We must stop Antiochus. We must think of ways to make him leave the land of Judea." At first, Judah's followers, called the Maccabees, were afraid. "Judah," they said, "Antiochus has so many soldiers, and they carry such big weapons. He even uses elephants like these to fight the battles. How can we, Jews, who don't have weapons, we don't have helmets, we don't have elephants, fight against him? We're farmers. We're shepherds. We're not soldiers." And Judah replied, "If we think very hard and plan very carefully, we will be able to defeat him." And it took a long time, but at last the Maccabees chased Antiochus and his men out of Israel. As soon as Antiochus and his soldiers were gone, the Jewish people hurried to Jerusalem to clean their temple. What a mess. The beautiful menorah was gone. The floor was covered with trash, broken furniture, and shattered jars of oil. And the Maccabees decided they would build a new menorah. And the new one may have looked something like this. At first, they worried that they would not be able to light their new menorah, but they searched and searched until at last they found one tiny jar of oil. Oh my goodness. And they poured the oil into the menorah, and they thought there's only enough oil to last for one day. And there was a miracle. That oil burned for 8 days. Now, the Maccabees had time to prepare some new oil. But they decided to light the menorah anyways from then on. Even today, we don't light a menorah like this, but up in our temple, we have a ner tamid. And that is what the Jewish people today light and keep lit. And if you go up into our sanctuary, you will see it. Now, they couldn't believe their good fortune. First, their small army had chased away Antiochus's large army, and now the tiny jar of oil had lasted for 8 whole days. The Jewish people prayed and thanked God for these miracles. Every year during Hanukkah, Jews light Hanukkah menorahs, Chanukiot, for 8 days to remember the miracles that happened long ago.
Thank you so much. Happy Hanukkah.